Are you tired of all the uneducated noise you're getting from the droves of YOLO meme coin peddling douchebag gurus out there trying to use you as their exit liquidity? Would you rather learn a competent university level set of skills that will guide you in managing and investing for the rest of your life? Join us 3 days a week at Digital Investor. Develop your knowledge of game theory, cognitive bias, macroeconomics, monetary theory, investment theory, psychology of the crowds, and more. For more info on Digital Investor and how it can help you, reach out at nickblacknext.com.
Brandon,
Nick, what's up, buddy?
just reading through this chat here, looking at old Howard here celebrating Fish Murder Wednesday, I guess.
You know what? Howard's a fisherman.
It's like it's great. That. It's great to be Wednesday. Not if you're a fish.
No, fish.
If you're a fish, your days are numbered. All you're gonna do is swim uphill, get caught by Howard, thrown on a grill.
So sick again, dude. This sickness is killing me. Gosh dang it, man! I was wiped out yesterday.
You got that? What you got? You caught that COVID? Did you catch that HIV?
No, brother, COVID. The kids, man. The kids, dude, they bring home this sickness and it kills me.
That's how it starts. And pretty soon someone turns into the first zombie. That's it.
Oh, that's the start of it at the end. Then.
Game over.
Yeah,
zombie nightmare.
Okay with that. We got a relaxing place.
Holy crap! Are fighting on my feet.
I think what we've been working on yesterday, we're going to turn on the. I didn't make those videos yet on Solana, but I will. Okay, so we're going to turn on the hypershare possibility just because there's a couple people asking, and I don't care.
They want to do it. Let them do it. Let them marry. Yep. Get married, everyone.
So we've been testing on chain on the mainnet yesterday and this evening. Yesterday evening. So we should have that wrapped up, and hypershare wrapper should be coming out. Probably this week, so we should be good to go there. So if you guys want to do hypershares, I'm going to make videos on that as well as the token stacks, the C hypercycle, everything. So we'll be good to go there, and you guys can do whatever you want,
whatever the fluck you want,
and whatever you want, guys. Oh my gosh!
Put an L in there so it's not a cuss word.
No, that was clean. That was here. Let me get my kids to watch. Kids, yeah. There you go. They're still at school.
Get the cluck over here. They're not out of school yet?
They got 2 more days. 1 more day.
Oh, then you're going to really have fun.
Then I'm going to shut the door. I'll be like, hey, I'm busy.
Shut the front door.
Then you guys are going to be like, how come Brandon's making so many tech tip videos? Why are there so many?
20 a day. 20 tech tip videos a day.
Actually, this week it might be like that because I'm doing the Phantom Wallet one, the Xverse Wallet one, the Jupiter staking video, the governance, how to vote. We're doing the hypershare, how to make a hypershare video, how to make a C stack video.
I read about Jupiter staking. Yeah. At least on Reddit, people are not very excited about it.
What's going on with it?
They just get airdrops. They said it pays quarterly, and it's not all that great.
Yeah, you know how people like instant gratification with the meme coin crowd? They're in it for about a day.
That's I need now.
That's the crowd you're talking to on Reddit. I have a little bit longer perspective. If I'm going to get 6 free airdrops and then quarterly rewards,
more than 90. But you don't do it from the wallet. You point it from the wallet like you would do with MetaMask. You go somewhere else, right?
Here.
You don't do it in Phantom Wallet. You point it from Phantom Wallet.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, you stake it from your Phantom Wallet. That's what you do with any staking, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, no. You know what was interesting is Algorand, the Paris wallet. You used to be able to stake from the wallet, like in the wallet. You would delegate.
Oh, cool.
In the same way that with Cosmos Station, you delegate in the wallet.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same as if you did Singularity DAO, right? So you just go over to the basically the governance part, and then it's right on the website, and then you stake it there. So you just put your Jupiter tokens in there and you stake them. And then you can vote. on all this stuff. Like, so now this last vote that we voted on, the bridge, right? You can research this project, and so you can vote which project they're going to help facilitate next, and then you get a drop of whatever you voted on as long as it wins.
Oh, but if it doesn't win, you don't
If it
get
doesn't
shit.
win, no, you still get a drop of the winner. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just your chance to vote.
Cool.
Anyway.
So let me ask, what is your just Jupiter? We'll do it behind the wall, but
Ooh,
don't you think that's the best way to participate in all this meme coin crap, kind of indirectly?
Safest, best way. The
Yeah.
best way is to pick the right meme coin out of the 100,000 that are released. Literally,
Every
there was
day.
a day last week, 16,000 got released. That was no exaggeration.
Dang, did you pick the right
Because-
one?
Yeah, did you pick the right one? No. But you can take the pick and shovel right here, Jupiter, which is going to be the place. You can go look at the amount of transactions they do on. If you want to participate on all this stuff, this is it, I think.
I think it is. It's a picks and shovels play. Like Stellana or not, memey, spammy douchebags love it. And so, okay. I'm not a fan. I don't want to own Stellana, but I'll own a picks and shovels play like this.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We can talk more behind the wall.
Do you know the planet Jupiter? The planet's actually gas. There's nothing to stand on.
There's
It's
no
a big gas
substance?
planet. Yeah.
So if you deployed on Jupiter, said, "Hey, I'm
So
going to build a base,"
isn't
you would
that
just fall right
perfect?
through it.
Isn't that a perfect analogy for Stellana?
There's no substance.
There's zero substance. Just a big gassy. It's just a big space fart. That's it.
Yeah, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Do we have any housekeeping on the node market side or on the management side? So, can we say this? What are some things that are coming in the next, say, 6 weeks to 2 months?
Oh, okay. So I think we know this, but we might have just mentioned it, but we are going to unlock the hypershare. So you'll have the hypershare. I'm creating files for the hypershare wrapper. So you're going to be able to list your hypershares, which you can't do that anywhere else. Nobody, Hypercycles actually reached out to us. They're going to start using our hypershare wrapper for a couple of, because they need to get funding a little bit on some things. Okay. So they're actually going to use our hypershare contract that we've created to get funding and to actually leverage their hypershare businesses, which I believe you'll be able to do in the future, which I think is really cool too. So we'll be creating that functionality. So we'll open that up so you can list your hypershares, and then you can create your C stacks. You can actually delegate your RNS tokens if you wanted to send those out. But we're going to open it up because I'm tired of people saying, well, I can't do this, or what's this feature?
So
but I wouldn't recommend doing it. That's my
I have
bottom
an
line.
idea. I have an idea.
What up?
Okay, listen. Are you
Linda?
get close? Get close.
Listen, Linda.
I want to get
You
a
got
master node, fund it with tokens, tokenize the master node so that people can buy into a master node, which we would deploy wherever we feel like is the best place to deploy it. They would get a dividend on a master node as it goes through its splits and all that. They would basically own a piece of the master node. RWA, bro. It's a brand new concept. Maybe you've heard of it. What do you think?
Sounds easy peasy, right?
Is that a bridge too far?
A bridge too far.
Like, have we,
Because it's
is that
inconceivable?
too,
Because it's inconceivable. Or
well,
what?
I think that some people might not want to mess with any of it, but they might go, you know what?
I just want to
I'll
throw
take
some
a
money
piece-
at something.
Yeah,
Let everybody
I'll
else
take a-
do the work.
That's right. I'll
Right?
take a piece of that master node.
Yeah, that might be easy. Yes.
No,
L11,
not
that's
populated
it.
with
That-
Oh,
that-
man.
that's
populated with
That's-
524,288 tokens. Yes. So I'll put up the whatever, $250,000, about 300 racks. I'll put up the 300, and then people that, because you might have people that are like, but then the thing is, that is, I mean, in every definition that the SEC supposes, that's a security. So that would probably be a private client thing. And then all the private clients, they have their own damn master nodes. I don't know. I go back and
So
forth.
you just tossed yourself in a full-on circle of wasted time.
Yeah, I went
Like,
in.
Cool concept.
I created
It's
a
only
business.
because It's only because of the SEC and the securitization and the legalities. That's the only reason. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's a good idea. But once you run into that stuff, it's like, oh, is it
Well,
worth the risk
only
to
the
not
original-
make any money?
Well, the way it is only the original sale of those tokens would be a security issue. The secondary market sales would not be.
So you could sell them to DPCs, and then they could sell them
To
for
anybody.
break even.
Then they could go to the market.
But everybody would assume they're not selling them for break even because I get how people are, and I get that. So
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway.
It's something to think about. I try to think about, like, these guys came yesterday, said, hey, what about token real estate thing? I'm like, well, what does it return? And when they did they're like, well, in this house, you can get 200,000. I'm like, what's the price of the house? They're like 1.6 million. I'm like, okay, but do the math on that. I was like,
that's 8%.
And then back out taxes, by the way, a third of it. Because this is like a 4-month thing.
Because it's a short-term capital gain.
Yeah.
And
So I don't know, man. And I said, okay, so maybe you get 5 to 6%, but people can get 5% on Coinbase doing nothing.
The best way to do a real estate tokenization is to do a long-term asset that's paying a monthly or yearly dividend, kind of like a REIT, but basically you tokenize the whole project. So it's a group of 80 apartment buildings, right? Or something that they're getting monthly dividends for that's gaining value on the side. So
Brandon, look up Starwood.
Starwood.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the bigger, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, and we may have hinted about it Monday. If you guys don't know, Starwood is unwinding in a bad way. This is a disorderly unwind. They've frozen redemptions, like all the same kind of stuff. Yeah. Now, okay, that's Starwood. It looks amazing. Look at all that stuff. Look at all those, European looking things, pointy architectural things. Now go to Starwood.
I got more stuff. Oh crap. Maybe I don't.
Yeah.
Because I have to pay. Oh crap. I had to pull up the bad website. Dang it. Let me see. Let me go back. Let me pull up one where I can actually
You
read
could
it
look
for
up
free.
disorderly unwind. You could look up bankruptcy. It's not a bankruptcy. It's because it's a fund. It's a REIT. So it was just an unwind.
How come the New York Times and Wall Street Journal think they can charge for news
Bullshit.
still? Like I can't
People
click
are
on
stupid.
either of these because
People
they're
are
like, oh,
stupid.
you need a charge to read it, but then I can go find it literally anywhere else if I click around enough.
But if you look up Starwood right now, they're not doing great. Things be real bad, and they're giant. I don't know if this talks about that. That's probably I could just ask GPT-4o to do it, and it would tell us everything. But
it just says they're struggling.
struggling. All their debt holders, all the way up into the AAA tranche holders, the senior debt. Everybody up to them got wiped out, and they got wiped out 25%. And remember, senior debt's never supposed to be touched in an unwind. They're supposed to have enough to repatriate them. Equity holders get whacked, preferred equity holders get whacked, junior debt holders and mezzanine holders get whacked, but the senior debt holders are not supposed to get whacked. They got pilfered so hard, and this kind of delay and pray. I think that's the new thing. That's the new line. Delay and pray. Delay the news. Oh, everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. Everything's fine, even though it's not fine. No, everything's fine. Like credit card delinquencies. We talked about this a few weeks back. I think like a month ago, we talked about the rise in credit card delinquencies. Well, now it's gotten to the point where buy now, pay later is like the new big thing. So people have exhausted their HELOCs. They've maxed their credit cards. And now with credit cards, like, I forget what the statistic is. It's a huge amount of people. Well, it's the most delinquencies in history right now, more than 2007 and 8. And what led to like kind of the total unwind in 2011, like more than all that, highest credit card delinquency, highest amount, which you could say the amount's not fair because that has to do with money creation and all that. But the percentage of delinquencies is really high. And of course, once you're delinquent, what do? You go anywhere else. You're no longer getting credit. Banks are stepping back. One of the people like on credit card delinquency, it's like 1 in 4 are getting using buy now, pay later. Well, what do you think happens when the pay later part kicks in? So they're delay and pray. Delay the reality, the inevitable, and pray that things turn around. But why? Why would they turn around? It doesn't make sense to me. So if the whole, it's like you got to admit there's a damn problem before you can, work your way out of it. The cool thing about a recession typically is that once the government, which is backwards facing data, admits, oh, by the way, 6 months ago we were in a recession and we were lying to you the entire time because that's what we do. Yeah. Usually you're on the way out of it. The problem is, we talked about this yesterday a little bit, is trend. So if you look at the trend line for incomes, wage growth, and employment, GDP, everything, look at the trend from 2008 when everything unwound until now. That line is like this. We're on this line here. This ain't this. They're like, oh, look, it's going up. Yeah, it's going up related to fucking zero from COVID. But this is the trend. This is what's lost. All of this is lost. All of that wage growth, all of that GDP, all of that kind of it's globally synchronized slop. And so it's unlikely that we ever get back to trend. I know you shouldn't say ever, but it's unlikely that we ever get back to trend. So the new normal is crap. And they're like, well, we're way above the crap from last year, which is still nowhere near trend. They're like, GDP is 3.3. Yeah, except that we were over in the fives. So we've lost all that. And those are big deals. And most of the GDP is a bunch of cooked BS anyway. It's the government paying people to dig holes and paying people to fill it. It's crap. It's messing with the owner's equivalent rent, like calculations, and food and energy. Like, what? So I don't know, man. So it's like, I try to think about all these things when I'm looking to, like, where's the world look 18 months from now? I try to really live in my brain 18 months in the future so that we can keep kind of front running trends. So I think that's the key. Anyway, it's very tricky.
It is tricky, but the world's going to be way different because of AI. So,
well, that's true.
That makes it even more compoundingly tough to visualize for us.
Well, it also means that there's a ticking clock. Like, we don't have forever to get this right. I don't know. I mean, man, AI is obsoleting everything. There's not going to be, I don't know, a lot of things are going away, jobs wise. Those people are going to have to get paid some kind of basic stipend, income, transfer payment, stimmies, whatever you want to call it. They won't call it that. Kind of like how they renamed the discount window because it sounded so crappy. Short-term funding. Okay. It's a bank funding facility. Oh, okay. That's good. It's not the discount window where you go when you're fucking broke. Why? Because when they called it the discount window and banks showed up there at the Fed, then everybody else was like, oh, they're going bankrupt. It was like the stigmata. It was like wearing the dunce cap if you're a financial facility. You don't want to go there. Hell, you'd rather just go bankrupt. At least that way you might be able to squeeze a couple yachts out of it before you go insolvent. You go to the discount window, you're on Front Street. Everybody's making fun of you. You remember that scene in like Game of Thrones? Shame. And they're like throwing tomatoes and poop at her. You don't remember that? When the queens, they're just throwing crap at her?
I haven't had a chance to watch that yet.
It's terrible.
Okay.
Anyway, people are like, it's so good. I'm like, so good. It's all over the damn place. Doesn't even know what it's doing. Anyway. Jon Snow for president.
Let's go behind the wall. We're going to talk about some stuff happening in the market. Why it's happening and where it's going. I'm excited.
I thought there was a question that we needed to answer. Are you planning on hosting another Ben and 2 Feet? Yes. When they have news on ASI, I don't think that they exactly know how they're going to roll this out.
I agree. They have not said one word because now they're like, oh, that vote was fun.
I tell you what my thoughts are. I think that ASI assumed Hypercycle was part of it, just internally.
And they thought Hypercycle would do all the work.
Well, and they thought they'd have a product to sell, which would be, Hypercycle, this distribution of nodes and all this kind of stuff. And I think that that's a bridge too far.
Whoopsie.
So I think Hypercycle's like, hey, man, good luck over there, ASI, but we're doing our own thing. So I think that may have backfired on them a little bit. And they just don't know. I mean, look, they're math guys, Mario, who takes 6 weeks off in December. So I don't know what to tell you. like pretty weak accounting. You can have all the greatest ideas, but man, accountants will really blow you up. You have to have good accountants, man. They don't even have to be good forward thinkers. They don't have to know anything about the market. They need to be good at math.
Yep.
If they're bad at math, you're screwed. Brandon, aren't you like a trained accountant?
I got a degree in accounting, yeah.
Yes. See
But
what I'm
that's
saying?
like, I mean, it just helps. I never did accounting after I got out of college, but a lot of the courses I took were all math and high level math, which that's great for me.
It's
Because,
super important, but you can't just call yourself an accountant. Like I couldn't be like Nick Black accountant. Like we're just study
Right.
accounting. Well, no, I mean, I know how to account from 1 to 100. Sometimes I get it right. Like just saying you're an accountant doesn't make you an accountant. Being in
Right.
finance doesn't make you a finance expert. I'm an expert at finance. How? My brother, he's handicapped. Therefore, I am the expert in the family. Yeah, okay, I guess, man. Jeesh. Anyway, that's it.
Huh.
I don't even have a rant.
I
I guess it
agree.
was just a
Accounting, if anybody's going to college or still believes in that, because I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But like,
College,
listen,
smallage. Your
listen.
mom's in
I
college.
feel like I never, and it's like weird because like the day I got out of college, I started a construction company, right? And I went and I did construct. I built homes for 5 to 10 years through whatever.
What
And
up,
so-
Holmes?
But accounting, like, helped me through all that. You know, all the math that I learned in college helped me through all that, or whatever learned in college. It was. I started college because I was going to become a math professor, really, because I really loved math. Like math numbers, like really interest me because it's the pure science of what makes sense in the whole world. You can't screw up. You can't like be opinionated about the way math works. So I liked it.
So Joe just said they announced the merge will happen June 12th.
I didn't see that.
Where'd you get that,
hold on.
Joe?
So if you guys notice this too, there's a lot of scam chats and scam advertising that pops up saying the bridge is live. It's not.
Nope.
Don't click on those.
There ain't no ASI token yet.
Where did you see the merge? I can verify. Let's go behind the wall. I'll try to verify in betwixt the segment.
Oh,
Love that.
yeah. And just so real quick, to kind of finish that out, please don't any of you guys get involved in buy now, pay later. That's the worst. That's a weird kind of negative leverage, crappy, get yourself in trouble. Oh, I forgot I owed this money kind of a play. Do not do that, and don't encourage or let people around you do it. People get seduced into bullshit like that, especially like with luxury items. Buy now, pay later on a $700 shirt. Get out of town. I've got a friend who's unemployed who goes to Erewhon.
Okay. So they did announce it this morning.
What?
June 13th.
That's
So
like
not June 12th. Who said 12th?
That's 4 days before Juneteenth. Isn't Juneteenth the 17th?
Yeah, something like that.
Think there's any relationship?
Let's talk about this after we go behind the wall then. So
Oh,
they just announced
snap.
it. Game theory.
Oh, we're gonna get dead into this. It's gonna be gangster. Okay, Brandon, do you want to do one of our quiet ads or a regular one?
Let's do a regular one.
All
I'm
right.
reading about this ASI thing. real
Okay.
quick. I gotta
gosh.
research. I gotta
All right,
be
do your
like
research.
informed.
We're going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.
See you later, Facebook. See you later, one person on Twitch. Seriously, like one person ever. I don't even know why
Just
we
one?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know why we do it. See you later, the one with the orange bubble, Michael Saylor orange.